What if you could learn anything, any skill, any subject, any ability at lightning speed? What if the key to rapid learning wasn't just intelligence or hard work, but a quantum level shift in your mindset and energy? The truth is, your ability to learn is not just a function of your brain. It is a function of your belief system, your vibration, and your alignment with the frequency of knowledge itself. As Albert Einstein famously said, reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. This means that what we perceive as limitations in our ability to learn are just constructs of the mind. The human brain is not a static machine. It is an adaptable, ever-evolving quantum processor that can rewire itself to absorb and apply information at speeds far beyond what we are taught to believe. Throughout history, the greatest minds have understood that learning is not just an intellectual exercise. It is an energetic alignment. Leonardo da Vinci, one of the most prolific geniuses of all time, mastered art, engineering, anatomy, and invention not because of innate talent alone, but because he was insatiably curious and deeply aligned with the energy of discovery. He once wrote, "Learning never exhausts the mind. The mind is limitless when fueled by passion and belief." Similarly, Bruce Lee, the martial arts legend, once said, "Absorb what is useful, discard what is not, add what is uniquely your own." This is the essence of rapid learning. Focusing only on what moves the needle forward, removing distractions, and integrating knowledge in a way that resonates with your unique energy. The problem is, most of us have been conditioned to believe that learning takes time, effort, and struggle. We are taught that intelligence is fixed, that skills require years to master, and that talent is something you're either born with or not. But what if these were all just outdated programs running in your subconscious mind? What if learning could be effortless, intuitive, and exhilarating? Neuroscience and quantum physics now reveal that the way we think about learning shapes our ability to acquire knowledge. Dr. Joe Dispenza, a pioneer in the field of neuroplasticity, explains, "Your personality creates your personal reality. If you see yourself as someone who learns fast, if you identify as a rapid absorber of knowledge, your brain will physically rewire itself to match that belief." So, are you ready to shift into a new paradigm of learning? Are you willing to let go of outdated beliefs about intelligence and embrace a reality where knowledge flows to you effortlessly? In this book, you will discover the quantum secrets of learning at an accelerated pace, not through struggle, but through alignment with the universal frequency of knowledge. Let's unlock your limitless potential. The manifestation of knowledge, learning as a vibrational frequency. In the world of manifestation, everything is energy, including information. Have you ever noticed that when you are excited about learning something, it comes easily to you? But when you doubt yourself or feel overwhelmed, the process slows down. That's because your subconscious mind is either allowing or resisting the flow of knowledge. Nikola Tesla once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Learning is no different. Every piece of knowledge has an energetic frequency, and the speed at which you absorb it depends on your ability to align with that frequency. Learning fast is not about cramming or forcing information into your brain. It is about tuning yourself to the right vibrational state where knowledge naturally flows into you. Think of it as downloading data from a universe. When your signal is strong and clear, information integrates effortlessly. This is why moments of deep inspiration, where ideas S. Step 1. Set the intention with absolute clarity. The first step to learning anything quickly is declaring it as a reality. Your subconscious mind is always listening, and when you give it powerful directive, it begins aligning with that intention. Learning is not just about consuming information. It's about programming your mind to absorb knowledge effortlessly. Clarity is power. The more clear you are about what you want, the more your brain knows how to get there. Tony Robbins, The Science of Intention. Neuroscience proves that the reticular activating system, RAS, a small network in your brainstem, filters information based on what you focus on. If you set a clear intention to master a skill, your brain automatically starts spotting patterns, resources, and opportunities to accelerate your learning. Think of it like tuning a radio. If your goal is vague, "I kind of want to learn this," your mind picks up static. But when you lock it on a crystal clear intention, "I am rapidly mastering the skill," Your subconscious adjusts its frequency to match your desire. You become what you think about all day long. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The power of a learning declaration. Instead of saying, I hope I can learn this fast, say, I am absorbing this knowledge rapidly and effortlessly. Your words are commands to your subconscious mind. Speak them with conviction. Try this. 1. Write your intention daily. Start each morning by affirming, I am mastering your skill with ease and speed. 2. Speak it out loud. The sound of your own voice amplifies your brain's receptivity to the command. 3. Anchor it with emotion. Say it with excitement, as if it's already true. Feel the success in your body. The role of emotion in supercharged learning. Emotion acts as a neurological highlighter. When you attach strong positive emotions to your intention, your brain prioritizes learning. Olympians don't just practice physically. They flood their minds with a feeling of victory before they win. Believe you can and you're halfway there. Theodore Roosevelt. The learning magnet, aligning your energy. When you align your energy with the identity of a rapid learner, knowledge flows to you effortlessly. Imagine yourself as a sponge, effortlessly soaking up new concepts. The universe mirrors your internal state. If you see learning as difficult, it will be. If you see it as automatic, it will be. Affirmation. I am a magnet for knowledge. Learning is easy, fun, and automatic for me. Your mind is the architect. Every great achiever sets a powerful intention before they take action. Leonardo da Vinci envisioned his inventions before they existed. Steve Jobs imagined a world where technology was intuitive long before the iPhone was real. They didn't just hope, it was a certainty in their minds. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Napoleon Hill. The same principle applies to learning. Set your intention. See it as already done, and your mind will carve the path to mastery. Step 2. Align with the energy of mastery. Every skill, every piece of knowledge, every breakthrough already exists in the quantum field. The secret to learning at lightning speed is not just about techniques. It's about alignment. The fastest learners in the world don't just study harder. They step into the identity of mastery before they even begin. This is the essence of quantum learning. You don't chase mastery, you become it. What the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Napoleon Hill. The science of mental alignment. Neuroscience confirms what ancient wisdom has always taught. Your brain does not distinguish between imagination and reality. When you vividly visualize yourself as a master, your brain fires the same neural pathways as if you were already that person. This process, known as neuroplasticity, rewires your subconscious mind to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Elite athletes, top musicians, and billionaire entrepreneurs use this principle to accelerate learning and mastery. Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian of all time, didn't just train physically. He mentally rehearsed every single swim before diving into the water. His mind had already experienced victory before his body even moved. Live out of your imagination, not your history. Stephen R. Covey, the mastery mindset. Embody it before you earn it. If you want to learn a language, see yourself already speaking it fluently. If you want to master a business skill, visualize yourself confidently applying it. If you're learning an instrument, imagine yourself performing effortlessly. When you think, feel, and act as if you already possess the skill, your subconscious mind speeds up the process of making it your reality. Try this. 1. Adopt the identity. Instead of saying, I'm learning Spanish, say, I am a fluent Spanish speaker. Your subconscious mind responds to identity shifts more powerfully than effort alone. 2. Visualize mastery daily. Close your eyes and vividly picture yourself excelling in your chosen skill. Feel the confidence. Hear the applause. Embody the ease of expertise. 3. Immerse yourself in the frequency. Surround yourself with masters. Watch their videos. Listen to their voices. Read their words. Their mindset and energy will transfer to you. The quantum field of knowledge. Everything you want to learn already exists energetically. The fastest way to acquire a skill is to sync your vibration with the frequency of those who have already mastered it. This is why mentorship accelerates growth. When you learn from someone who has already walked the path, you naturally attune to their level of consciousness. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Jim Rohn, ask yourself, 1. Who is already an expert at what I want to learn? 2. How can I absorb their mindset, habits, and energy? 3. What would a master of this skill do today? The secret to effortless learning. Mastery is not about struggle, it's about alignment. When you assume the energy of a master, learning becomes effortless. Your subconscious mind works with you, rather than against you. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Henry Ford. The fastest learners in the world are not necessarily the smartest or the hardest working. They are the ones who align themselves with the energy of already knowing. The next time you pick up a new skill, don't just study it, embody it. Feel the success before you achieve it. The quantum field is waiting for you to step into the version of yourself who has already mastered it. Do, have. First, be the person. Then do the work. Finally, have the results. Unknown. Learning isn't about forcing. It's about allowing. Align with the energy of mastery, and mastery will find you. 3 affirmations before sleep. Right before bed. Repeat 3 affirmations about your learning ability. This programs your subconscious to process and integrate the knowledge overnight. Try. 1. My mind absorbs new knowledge effortlessly. 2. Every day, I become a master in this subject. 3. Learning is easy and natural for me. Your subconscious mind never sleeps. It continues learning while you rest. Feeding it empowering beliefs ensures that knowledge gets hardwired effortlessly. Your subconscious mind is 30,000 times more powerful than your conscious mind. Dr. Bruce Lipton. Unlocking the learning superpower. The 3-3-3 technique is more than a study method. It's a manifestation tool that aligns mental focus, visualization, and subconscious reprogramming into a synergistic system for mastery. Practice it daily, and you'll not just learn, you'll transform into someone who absorbs knowledge at an accelerated pace. You become what you believe. Oprah Winfrey. Step 4. Leverage the power of frequency repetition. Repetition is a mother of mastery, but not all repetition is created equal. Mindless rote memorization is like walking in circles, but strategic repetition is like building a staircase to mastery. The key is spaced repetition with energetic reinforcement, a system that blends science with mindset to lock knowledge into your brain permanently. The science of spaced repetition. Research in cognitive psychology has proven that our brains get information in predictable patterns. German psychologist Hermann Ebbinghaus discovered the forgetting curve, which shows that we lose nearly 70% of new information within 24 hours unless we actively reinforce it. The solution? Spaced repetition. Reviewing material at increasing intervals to interrupt the forgetting process and solidify memory. Repetition is the father of learning. Wayne Gretzky. But here's where most people go wrong. They repeat information passively. They reread the same notes or rewatch the same videos, hoping for absorption. This is ineffective because it doesn't challenge the brain to actively retrieve knowledge. True learning happens when you pull information out, not when you passively consume it. The power of active recall. Neuroscientists have found that active recall, forcing yourself to retrieve information without looking at the answer, strengthens neural pathways far more than simple review. This technique primes your brain to recall information instantly and effortlessly when needed. Try these methods. 1. Teach it to someone else. Explaining concepts forces you to synthesize and simplify, deepening understanding. 2. Ask yourself questions. Turn learning into a game. Instead of rereading a book, close it and ask, what were the 3 main ideas? 3. Use the Feynman technique. Richard Feynman, the legendary physicist, said, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Break down what you're learning in simple terms. For apply immediately, knowledge and use is knowledge lost. Even small actions, writing a summary, doing a practice problem, or sharing insights, reinforce learning. The energy of mastery. Learn as if you already know. Here's where repetition moves from science to alchemy. Learning accelerates when you embody the energy of already knowing. Step into the identity of a master while you learn. Think of great athletes, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Serena Williams. They didn't just practice. They visualized success with intensity. They didn't see themselves as learners, but as masters in training. This shift is powerful. Act as if it were impossible to fail. Dorothea Brandy. Try this exercise. 1. Feel the mastery. Close your eyes and imagine yourself as an expert in the subject you're learning. How does it feel? How do you think? Embody that confidence. 2. Speak in certainty. Instead of saying, I'm trying to learn this, say, I'm mastering this. Your words reprogram your subconscious. 3. Surround yourself with masters. Learn from the best. If you want to learn a skill, consume content from those who have already achieved it. Their mindset will imprint onto yours. Frequency plus emotion equals lasting learning. Memory is not just about repetition. It's about emotionally charged repetition. Studies show that the more emotionally engaging an experience, the stronger the memory imprint. This is why you vividly remember where you were on significant days in your life, but forget what you had for lunch last Tuesday. To supercharge learning, inject emotion. 1. Excitement. Approach learning with curiosity and wonder. 2. Challenge. Make it a game. Challenge yourself to recall information faster. 3. Urgency. Set a tight deadline for mastery. Pressure sharpens focus. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. Benjamin Franklin. The formula for accelerated mastery. 1. Space repetition. Review material at expanding intervals to lock it in. 2. Active recall. Quiz yourself, teach others, and force retrieval. 3. Identity shift. Learn as if you're already an expert. 4. Emotional amplification. Attach passion, challenge, and urgency to learning. Trust the process. Mastery is not about struggling. It's about alignment, aligning repetition with energy, science with mindset, and knowledge with identity. When you leverage the power of frequency repetition the right way, learning ceases to be a chore and becomes an exhilarating process of transformation. An expert is a person who has made all the mistakes that can be made in a very narrow field. Niels Bohr. Step into the energy of mastery. Repetition isn't just about remembering. It's about becoming. Step 5. Enter the flow state. The flow state is the gateway to accelerated learning. This is when your brain is in an optimal state of relaxed focus, fully immersed in the process. It is a state where time disappears, learning becomes effortless, and knowledge absorbs at an exponential rate. How to trigger the flow state. 1. Remove distractions. Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, the psychologist who coined the term flow, emphasized that deep work requires an undistracted environment. Eliminate interruptions and create a space where you can be fully immersed in the learning process. 2. Use music to enhance focus. Sound has the power to alter brain waves. Listening to instrumental music or binaural beats tuned to alpha or theta waves can enhance concentration and bring your mind into an optimal state for learning. 3. Breathe into presence. Deep breathing techniques, such as the box breathing method used by Navy SEALs. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, can help center your mind and prepare you for deep focus. 4. Engage deeply with the material. The more fully present you are with what you're learning, the faster it integrates. Albert Einstein noted, I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. Passionate curiosity is a direct path to the flow state. Final thought. When you master the art of entering flow, learning ceases to be a struggle. It becomes a joyful, effortless process where you absorb knowledge at an extraordinary pace. As Bruce Lee wisely said, be like water. When you allow yourself to flow with knowledge rather than resist it, you unlock the ultimate key to rapid mastery. Step 6. Trust the process and release resistance. One of the greatest paradoxes of learning is that the harder you try to force knowledge into your brain, the more elusive it becomes. True mastery doesn't come from strain. It emerges from trust, patience, and a state of flow. When frustration creeps in, when the concepts seem tangled in knots, and when self-doubt whispers that you're not smart enough, remember, these are illusions of the mind. The moment you say, this is too hard, or I'm not good at this, you erect walls where there should be open doors. Instead, Adopt a mantra like, I am divinely guided in my learning. Every day, my mind expands effortlessly. This is not just a feel-good affirmation. It's a psychological shift that rewires your brain for accelerated learning. Neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Huberman explains that when we stress about learning, we trigger the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for fear and survival. This hijacks our ability to think creatively and absorb information effectively. But when we approach learning with curiosity and ease, the brain releases dopamine, which enhances focus, motivation, and memory retention. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Martin Luther King Jr. The subconscious mind learns in the background. Your brain is like an algorithm constantly running in the background. Even when you're not consciously thinking about a problem, your subconscious mind is working on it. Have you ever struggled with something, walked away, and then had an epiphany in the shower or right before falling asleep? That's the power of incubation, a key principle in creative and intellectual breakthroughs. Albert Einstein understood this well. He often took breaks from intense problem-solving to play the violin. He knew that breakthroughs don't come from force, but from allowing the mind to process information in a relaxed state. The mind, once stretched by a new idea, never returns to its original dimensions. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The universe responds to your beliefs. Quantum physics suggests that our beliefs shape our reality in ways we don't fully understand. Dr. Joe Dispenza, a leading expert on neuroplasticity, explains that our thoughts create electromagnetic signals that influence our brain's wiring and our external circumstances. If you believe learning is slow and difficult, your brain will operate accordingly. But if you choose to see it as easy, enjoyable, and natural, your mind will adapt to that expectation. Consider Leonardo da Vinci, one of the greatest polymaths in history. He never limited himself with thoughts like, I'm just a painter, or I can't learn anatomy because I'm not a doctor. He moved fluidly between disciplines, from engineering to art to biology, because he trusted that his mind could master anything. There are no limits. There are only plateaus, and you must not stay there. You must go beyond them. Bruce Lee. Practical steps to trust the process. 1. Detach from the outcome. Instead of obsessing over immediate mastery, enjoy the journey. Every mistake is a step forward. 2. Use relaxation techniques. Deep breathing, meditation, or simply stepping away for a walk can unlock deeper learning. 3. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge your progress, no matter how small. Dopamine is released when you recognize achievement, reinforcing motivation. 4. Reframe struggle as growth. What if the challenge you're facing is simply your brain rewiring itself for higher intelligence? Embrace the discomfort. 5. Adopt a growth mantra. Create your own empowering belief about learning, such as, every day, my mind absorbs knowledge with ease. Everything is figure-outable. Marie Forleo. The leap from struggle to flow. The fastest learners in history, Einstein, Da Vinci, Elon Musk, never fought against learning. They flowed with it. They saw learning as an adventure, not a battle. They trusted that the dots would connect, even when they didn't see how. So, next time you feel stuck, ask yourself, am I resisting or allowing? Let go, trust the process, and watch how knowledge flows into your mind effortlessly. Genius is eternal patience. Michelangelo.